Chosen one, pause for a moment. This is not random. This is not just another message you happen to scroll past. Out of everything you could be doing right now, out of all the noise, distractions, and voices competing for your attention, you stopped here. And that alone means something. There is a reason your spirit felt this pull. A reason your mind slowed down just enough to notice these words. Because this moment is not ordinary, it is intentional. It is as if something greater gently interrupted your routine, asking you to breathe, to listen, and to be still for just a second longer. Lately, life has felt louder than usual, hasn't it? Too many opinions, too many expectations, too many people trying to define what you should do, how you should react, who you should be. And somewhere in the middle of all that noise, your own voice started to fade. Your peace felt tested. Your patience stretched thin. But right now, in this exact moment, everything feels a little quieter. Chosen one, this message is not here to entertain you, it's here to reach you. To remind you of something you may have been forgetting. To bring your focus back to yourself, back to your center, back to the part of you that already knows what to do. Because deep down, you can feel it, can't you? That subtle shift, that inner pull. That sense that something is changing, even if you can't fully explain it yet. Stay here for a moment longer. This message found you for a reason. Chosen one, let's be honest about what has really been happening around you. This hasn't just been a random series of events. It hasn't just been one of those phases. No, there is a pattern. And if you slow down and look closely, you'll start to see it clearly. People have been testing you, not always in obvious ways, not always directly, but subtly, consistently. Someone says something that feels slightly off. Someone questions you at the wrong moment. Someone brings up something you've already outgrown, as if trying to pull you back into an older version of yourself. And it's exhausting, isn't it? You try to stay calm, but the pressure builds. You try to stay understanding, but the misunderstandings keep repeating. You try to move forward, but it feels like certain people are stuck watching you, waiting, almost expecting you to react the way you used to. Maybe you've noticed it. The way conversations suddenly shift in tone. The way certain people seem to press on your sensitive spots. The way you feel misunderstood, even when you've done nothing wrong. It's like you're being placed in situations where your patience is being stretched on purpose. Chosen one, you're not imagining it. There are moments when it feels like people are observing you more than supporting you, watching how you respond, watching if you'll lose control, watching if the growth you've been working on is actually real, and sometimes they don't even realize they're doing it. But the effect is the same. You feel the tension. You feel the urge to explain yourself. You feel the pull to defend your intentions. And deep down, there's that familiar pressure rising, the one that says, say something, react, don't let this slide. Because you've been here before, haven't you? You've reacted in the past. You've tried to correct people. You've tried to make them understand. And what did it lead to? More confusion, more frustration, more situations where you gave your energy away and still weren't seen the way you deserved. Now it's happening again, but this time feels different. This time, you're more aware. You notice the energy before the words even fully land. You sense the intention behind the tone, not just the sentence. You feel when something is meant to provoke, not connect. And that awareness, it's uncomfortable, because part of you wants peace, but another part of you wants to respond. Part of you wants to stay quiet, but another part of you feels like silence means you're being misunderstood. Chosen one, this inner conflict you're feeling right now, this tension between reacting and restraining, is not weakness. It's the sign that you are standing right in the middle of growth. And that's exactly why the pressure feels so intense. Chosen one, this is where everything shifts. Don't react. Read that again slowly. Don't react. Not because you don't have something to say, not because you're wrong, not because you're weak, but because reacting right now would cost you more than you realize. You've been conditioned to think that silence means losing, that if you don't respond, you're allowing others to control the narrative, that if you don't defend yourself, people will misunderstand you. But this time, the rules are different. This time, your silence is not surrender, it is strategy. Chosen one, every reaction is an exchange of energy. And right now, there are people and situations around you that are not worthy of that access. The moment you react impulsively, you hand over your power. You step out of alignment and into emotional territory that clouds your judgment. And that is exactly what certain situations are trying to pull you into. So, again, don't react. Not to the comment that felt disrespectful, not to the tone that felt off. Not to the misunderstanding that tempts you to explain everything, because not everything deserves your response. You see, reacting is easy, it's automatic, it's emotional, it's familiar. But restraint? That takes awareness, that takes discipline, that takes a level of control that most people never reach. And that is exactly where you are being guided right now. Chosen one, your silence is protection. There are things unfolding behind the scenes, things you cannot fully see yet, that require you to remain steady. One wrong reaction, one emotional outburst, one moment of losing control, and you could disrupt something that has been carefully aligning for you. So don't react. Not because you're afraid, but because you understand. You understand that not every battle is yours. You understand that not every opinion needs correction. You understand that sometimes the strongest move is no move at all. This is not about suppressing yourself. This is not about pretending you don't feel anything. You do feel it. You notice everything. You are aware of every shift, every word, every intention. But instead of reacting, you observe. Instead of speaking, you discern. Instead of defending, you detach. And that changes everything. Because when you don't react, you gain clarity. You begin to see people for who they truly are, not just who they present themselves to be. You recognize patterns. You notice inconsistencies. You understand motives without needing explanations. Silence reveals what reaction would hide. Chosen one, this is your elevation point. Every time you choose not to react, you rise. Every time you pause instead of responding, you strengthen your control. Every time you remain calm when you could have exploded, you step into a higher version of yourself. This is not weakness. This is power. This is discipline. This is protection. And this is exactly why you are being told, again and again, don't react. Chosen one. What you are feeling right now is not confusion, it is transformation. You are standing in between two versions of yourself. You are no longer who you used to be, but you have not fully stepped into who you are becoming. And this space in between this transition is the most delicate, most vulnerable, and most easily disrupted phase of your entire journey. This is where everything is being rewritten. Your old reactions don't feel right anymore. The things that once triggered you don't hit the same way. The conversations you used to engage in now feel draining. The environments you once tolerated now feel heavy, almost suffocating, and yet your new self is still forming. You don't have all the answers yet. You don't fully recognize this version of you. You just know that something inside you has shifted and there is no going back. That's what makes this phase so intense. Because while you are evolving internally, the external world is still responding to the old version of you. People still expect the same reactions, the same patterns, the same energy. They speak to who you were, not realizing you've already outgrown that identity. And this creates friction. You feel pulled in two directions. One side whispers, "Stay calm, you've grown." The other side says, "React, don't let this slide." This internal tension is not a setback. It is evidence of growth. Chosen one, this is the stage where many people lose progress. Not because they aren't capable, but because they underestimate how sensitive this phase is. When you are in transition, you are more aware, but also more exposed. Old wounds can resurface. Old triggers can try to reconnect. Old habits can quietly invite you back in. And the enemy of your growth doesn't always come loudly. Sometimes it comes through familiar voices, through people you trust, through situations that look ordinary but carry hidden pressure. A small reaction here, a moment of frustration there, a quick emotional response, and suddenly you feel like you've taken steps backward, but you haven't. You are being refined. Chosen one, transformation is not just about changing your goals or your environment. It is about rewiring your instincts. It is about retraining your emotional responses. It is about teaching your spirit to choose clarity over impulse, awareness over reaction, peace over chaos, and that takes time. Right now, you are learning to pause where you used to react, to observe where you used to assume, to stay grounded where you used to lose control. That is not small growth. That is deep, internal reconstruction. You may feel quieter lately, more reserved, more selective with your words, your energy, your presence. And maybe part of you wonders if something is wrong, if you're becoming distant or disconnected. But the truth is, you are becoming aligned. You are shedding what no longer matches your next level. You are outgrowing environments that once felt normal. You are becoming more sensitive, not in weakness, but in awareness. You feel energy differently now. You recognize intentions faster. You sense misalignment before it fully reveals itself. This is what happens when you evolve. Chosen one, don't rush this process. Don't force clarity before it's ready. Don't try to explain a version of yourself that is still unfolding. Don't go back to old reactions just because they feel familiar. You are in a sacred in-between. And yes, it may feel uncomfortable. Yes, it may feel uncertain. Yes, it may feel like everything is shifting at once. But this is where your new foundation is being built. If you protect this phase, if you remain aware, if you continue choosing restraint over reaction, you won't just grow. You will transform into someone unrecognizable to your past and unstoppable in your future. Chosen one, if you've been feeling distant from people lately, this is where you need to understand what's really happening. You are not being isolated by accident. You are being separated on purpose. And I know it doesn't always feel good. Conversations don't flow the way they used to. Certain people feel different, almost unfamiliar. Connections that once felt natural now feel forced or even draining. You may have even caught yourself wondering, why do I feel so alone right now? But this isn't loneliness. This is alignment. Chosen one, not everyone is meant to walk with you into your next level. And when you begin to grow, when your mindset shifts, your awareness deepens, and your energy changes, your environment has to adjust as well. Some people will naturally fall out of sync with you, not because you're better than them, not because they're bad people, but because your paths are no longer moving in the same direction. And instead of forcing those connections to stay, something greater is stepping in and quietly removing access. That's why it feels sudden sometimes. One day, everything seems normal, and the next, the energy shifts. Someone becomes distant. Someone stops understanding you. Someone's presence starts to feel heavy instead of supportive. It's not random. It's a filtering process. Chosen one, every relationship in your life carries energy. And right now, your spirit is becoming more sensitive to what aligns with you and what doesn't. You can feel when something is genuine, and you can feel when something is off, even if no one says it out loud. That awareness is not there to confuse you. It's there to guide you. Because the truth is, some people were only meant for a certain version of you. They were connected to your past mindset, your past habits, your past identity, and as you evolve, that version no longer exists in the same way. So the connection begins to fade. Not always with conflict, not always with closure. Sometimes just quietly. And that silence can feel uncomfortable. You may want to reach out, to fix it, to bring things back to how they were. But deep down, you already know. You've outgrown it. Chosen one, this season is not about holding on, it's about letting go with understanding, because what's leaving your life right now is not being taken from you. It's being cleared to make space for something that matches who you are becoming. And if certain people feel like they can no longer access you the way they used to, that's not rejection. That's protection. You are being guarded from conversations that would confuse you, from opinions that would distract you, from energies that would pull you out of alignment. Because where you're going next requires clarity, it requires focus, it requires a level of peace that cannot exist if you're constantly surrounded by the wrong influences. So yes, it may feel quiet right now. Your circle may feel smaller. Your interactions may feel more limited. You may find yourself spending more time alone than ever before. But this is not emptiness. This is preparation. Chosen one, you are being refined in your environment just as much as you are within yourself. Every connection that remains will have purpose. Every person who stays will align with your growth, not compete with it or confuse it. So don't chase what is leaving. Don't question your worth because of distance. Don't force connections that no longer feel right. Trust the process. Because this season of separation is not here to break you. It's here to position you. And what is meant for your next level will meet you there. Chosen one. This is where you begin to understand something most people never do. Silence is power. Not loud reactions, not proving a point, not having the last word. Silence. Because when you truly step into this level of awareness, you realize something that changes everything. You don't need to react to be in control. You don't need to speak to be understood. You don't need to defend yourself to be right. Your silence does what noise never could. It protects your energy. It sharpens your awareness. It places you above situations that were designed to pull you down. Chosen one, restraint is not limitation, it is elevation. Every time you feel that urge to react, and you don't, something powerful happens inside you. You break a pattern. You interrupt an old version of yourself. You choose growth over impulse. And that choice, that moment, that pause, that is a win. Not a small win, a transformational one. Because reacting is predictable. Anyone can do that. Anyone can raise their voice, defend themselves, or respond emotionally when they feel triggered. That's easy. That's instinct. But to feel everything and still remain calm, that's mastery. Chosen one, every time you choose silence over reaction, you are upgrading yourself. You are training your mind to stay clear under pressure. You are teaching your emotions to follow your awareness, not control it. You are strengthening a version of you that cannot be easily shaken, manipulated, or pulled out of alignment. And people will notice. Oh, they will notice. They will expect you to respond the way you used to. They will wait for that familiar reaction. They will test the boundaries of your patience just to see if the old you is still there. But when you stay calm, when you stay grounded, when you give them nothing they expected, you shift the entire dynamic. Your silence confuses them. Your restraint disarms them. Your peace frustrates anything that was sent to disturb you. Because they cannot control what they cannot provoke. Chosen one, understand this deeply. Your silence is not empty. It is full of awareness. It is full of control. It is full of intention. It is you saying, without words, I see what this is, and I choose not to engage. That is power. And the more you practice it, the more unstoppable you become. Every moment you don't react, you rise above the situation. Every time you hold your peace, you protect your direction. Every time you stay still, you move forward in ways others cannot see, because while they are caught in emotion, you are operating in clarity. Chosen one, this is your breakthrough, not in what you say, not in what you prove. But in what you refuse to give your energy to, you are no longer accessible to chaos, no longer available for unnecessary battles, no longer controlled by triggers that once had power over you. And that changes everything. Because now, you move differently. You think differently. You respond only when it truly matters. This is not weakness. This is discipline at its highest level. This is emotional intelligence in action. This is spiritual authority taking form in your everyday life. So the next time you feel that urge to react, pause, feel it, acknowledge it, and then let it pass. Because in that moment of silence, you are not losing. You are winning in ways most people will never understand. Chosen one, take a deep breath and feel this clearly. You are not stuck. You are not behind. You are not being forgotten. You are being positioned. Everything that has felt confusing, everything that seemed delayed, everything that didn't make sense in the moment, it is all being aligned for something greater than you can currently see. This is not a season of loss. This is a season of preparation. The silence you've been in is building clarity. The distance you've felt is creating protection. The restraint you've practiced is unlocking your next level. You are stepping into something bigger, bigger than your past reactions, bigger than your current environment, bigger than what anyone around you expects from you. And that is exactly why everything had to slow down, shift, and separate the way it did. Chosen one, trust this. Even when it feels quiet, things are moving. Even when you don't see results yet, things are forming. Even when no one understands your path, it is still unfolding exactly as it should. You are not walking alone, you are being guided. So, stay still, stay calm, stay aligned with who you are becoming. Because what is ahead of you is not ordinary. It is intentional, it is powerful, and it is yours. May your mind remain clear. May your heart stay at peace. May every step you take from here be protected, directed, and aligned with your highest path. Chosen one, your next chapter is already waiting. Step into it.